I'm here, David. Can you see me? Can you hear me?
And welcome back to another edition of Leaving the Ring Radio. I'm your host, Dave. Join us with my co-host, Amilcar. Um,
Mhm.
well, we were going to do a show, you know, at 5 o'clock, but instead we decided to go on at 1:30, so I apologize about that. This is not a whole lot right now. We didn't get really that prepared here, but really wanted just to get on here and talk to you, everybody, about what our plan is. And
Blog Talk Radio.
I don't know what happened there.
Welcome to Blog Talk Radio. Please hold and you will be able to listen to the show.
Oh, that's you, Amilcar. Don't
That's
worry
you,
about it.
Milcar. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
You can go ahead and log off of there. We're still like testing out a bunch of stuff over here on even there we are. Look, I just had to make sure. Don't have a banner for a milk car, unfortunately, man. Hey, how you holding up, bro? How's everything over there in your neck of the woods right now? Oops, I don't hear him yet. Give me a second. I can hear you now. Yes. Right. Right. Wow. We're still functioning. I mean, not a whole lot. There's still businesses up. I was finally told what day? Actually, yesterday, because I was working yesterday. But I was finally told that dealerships are not as essential. They took us off the list. So some of the dealerships are closing down. The major dealerships, franchises are closing down. So it's really mom and pops stores that are staying open. And kind of like trying to seize that opportunity. So as long as they're kind of functioning and people are still coming out, which I do see a lot of people still coming out, looking at cars, trying to buy vehicles or servicing their vehicles, I'm still going to continue to go out there and do as much as I can until the time being. But talking about that and knowing that everybody right now is going to make a major cutback on everything that they're doing. We wanted to do a show today, right? Which is to really inform everybody that we're not going to be doing the podcast. I said I was going to wait till the end of the month. Now that I see, um, now that I see what's going on, um, I decided, you know what, we're just going to cancel the podcasting for a little bit, just to see where we're at in April, and then go back to it. I want to, because we did a Saturday show about Canelo and Gennady Golovkin, the trilogy match, if it happens in September. And I mentioned all this already in the beginning of the show. And immediately on the Leaving in the Ring Gmail, there was a lot of people saying, hey, they're willing to donate to keep the podcasting going. So man, you know what, bro? That really filled my heart up. And I appreciate the support, especially from our listeners, man. The support that they give us here on Leaving the Ring, especially on our podcasting, because it's like they download that a whole lot. But keep your guys' money, just in case. I'd rather you guys help out some people that are really in need. I see a lot of folks on Twitter that can't work out of home. They work in the fitness business, or they work in some type of business where they're either self-employed. They really can't function at home. They can't do anything to bring in any type of end meet. So I rather folks do that, donate to like your nearest fundraiser or something like that, or a family member, than the podcast of Leading Ring, because the fact is we can still go live on YouTube, and we'll still be doing shows on YouTube. So it's not like we're going to go away. We're still going to be active with you guys. here on Leaving the Ring on the YouTube channel. So if you want to find us, it's on YouTube. It is Leaving the Ring. That's all you got to type in, click it, and there we are. Subscribe, hit the bell button so you're notified when we go live, and you won't miss a show when we do go live. Right? Exactly. I was gonna check out because you see the World Super Boxing Series. They're doing the video game. God, what is it called, bro? I'm going blank here, but they're having like the heavyweight tournament. Have you seen that? That looks like fun. I mean, it's a video game, but it's gonna be like Muhammad Ali, Evander Holyfield, Mike Tyson. They gave the roster of names who they're gonna who are gonna participate in this tournament. But I thought that was a really creative thing that World Super Boxing Series is doing because right now at this moment, in all honesty, we need to be creative in producing content since a lot of us are going to be in quarantine, stuck at home. Yeah. So I'm going to mute you on Block Talk, Milcar, because nobody can hear you. You're going to have to go back on Skype. So I'm sorry, unfortunately, anybody calling in right now because of this program that I'm using here to do the YouTube show won't patch you in through YouTube, so nobody will be able to hear on. So again, I apologize about that. You know, so Milcar, if you can unmute yourself on Skype, that'd be great.
Yep. I'm
Okay.
unmuted on Skype.
Back,
I got the
background guys.
background, guys. I apologize.
So it might be
It might
you
be
some
you have
on
to
your
use
on
some on
car.
your end, Milcar.
There we go. So, anyways, again, yeah, man, I wanted to try to reach out to some folks. Hopefully we can set some shows up here on Leaving the Ring with some of the people in the fight business, and they can pretty much tell us where things are headed to at the moment. I still think it's very fresh to bring anybody on, just because the fact that it's something that's kind of new here that hit in California. Which was what last week. All the gyms and California State Athletic Commission decided to put a halt at it. So I will work on that, and like I said, being creative with content is something that we're going to really definitely try to work on and bring here on Leaving the Ring. So we're not going anywhere on at all. We're just going to transfer all content just for the time being. Broadcast solely on YouTube, not on no other platforms, just for the moment until we figure things out. You're on mute, bro. Amilcar, you're on mute. You got to take yourself off mute on. Amilcar, you got to take yourself off mute. We can't hear you, brother. You mute yourself on. It says you're muted on Skype. Sorry, guys. We were going to do it. We were going to have, our producer Kenny was going to come on, but he had an emergency to deal with, so we had to go.
Yeah, you can hear me now, right?
With that massive, nasty echo in the background. Yeah. But anyways, that's pretty much what we were going to come on for. Really wasn't going to talk a whole lot about boxing. It was just to make this announcement, just because, like I said, I got the information yesterday about work. And if Saturday, remember, I was telling you we were still functioning. We were still considered a essential business. So that's why I wanted to play it by ear. But now that I see that we're basically everything's trickling down, it is becoming like domino. We're going to have to revert just to go solely live on YouTube. And we'll figure out all the other stuff, the audio. Well, actually, we won't have to because we won't be doing it live on Blog Talk. We'll just be solely doing it here through YouTube. So we'll just go from there. That's pretty much it, guys. That's pretty much all I got to say today. We are working on some shows. I'm working on the 168 State of the Game. I am working on the somebody was texting me. I am working on for the featherweights and the lightweights. That's for the lightweights and for the welterweights. So me and Amilcar and Kenny and everybody else involved in Leaving the Ring. I'm definitely going to reach out to other folks from other channels, podcast channels, and YouTube channels as well to be involved in it, just to bring some really good content. So there still is a lot of stuff in boxing to discuss, but I thought today would be crucial just to get up. We have 2 shows up right now, going away from the train of thought. 2 shows right now on the network. Johnny Zig, Life, which is a really good show that he has up right now. And Kurt, who's just Boxing Esquire. He's got a show up right now today. So you guys can tune into that. And then we'll be back most definitely with the new content. Like I said, we're creating some new shows so we can bring up to keep people occupied, interactive with us as well, and bring other channels, to interact with us and just make an overall party here on Leaving the Ring, and everybody can crack open a beer and enjoy themselves and keep themselves busy, occupied, because, sitting at home and watching the news all freaking day, it's only going to make you go nuts. It's only going to stress you out, and, at times like this, we all need a little outlet, something of an outlet, more than usual, to kind of get away from the reality of what's going on. Again, I appreciate everybody that did offer to help us out by keeping the podcast going, but I'd rather you guys hold on to your money. This is not about me like going broke or anything like that. It's just about being smart and being conservative. So I'd rather you guys use it yourself, hold it yourself, or, like I said, in somebody in need, family member or a friend that you see on social media that is in need because they don't have any other source of getting any means of money, reach out to them, help them out. And like I said, we'll still continue going live. I will definitely still be coming on live, and I'll continue to bring on great content to you guys. And as well, if you need anything from me, again, everybody stay safe, just do the necessities, wash your hands, and try to stay at home as much as possible so we can kind of blow over this thing and we can get back to normal and function as with our lives, with business and with family and everybody else, okay? But until then, I'll talk to you guys soon. Amilcar, brother, sorry about the audio, man, but no worries. We'll get back on, man. You guys take care.